A very happy Halloween to everyone. There's already been so much Christmas merch coming out that I'm like, wait, I just want to celebrate Halloween first. So earlier this month, I made a video putting together one of the Disney Paper Parks Happy Haunts project, which was a little paper model version of the Halloween pumpkin Disneyland front entrance gates. And in that video, I said that I hope in the series that are to come that there'll be something related to the Haunted Mansion. And oh boy, did Walt Disney Imagineering and the Disney Parks blog deliver on that. So the subsequent parks to the Disney Parks Happy Haunts lets you create like the entire facade and queue for the Haunted Mansion at Walt Disney World, and then also small little paper model versions of 3 of the inside rooms. So while in my previous video I was able to hold up the little project that I completed, I can't exactly hold up and show this because it is absolutely massive. It really was quite a big undertaking to all put together, but it was the perfect Halloween time project. Also, I'm super psyched that the Disney Parks blog shared in their official Instagram story my creation. So that was super awesome to get a DM from them like asking, can we repost this video? And it's like, yes, you can repost anything of mine. But now in this video, we're gonna go through the full creation of the Disney Paper Parks Happy Haunts parts 3 and 4, I believe, so that we can create our own little miniature version of the Haunted Mansion made all out of paper. I'm gonna start off by putting together the exterior of the Haunted Mansion. These are basically the same instructions as before. Color all the pieces, cut them out, and then assemble. I decided to use colored pencils to color everything in again. So to mimic the brickwork, I used a red, and then I went over that with a brown color. And then I went over that again with an even darker brown color to make it look a little bit more worn. And for the windows, I used a gray color and then overlaid that with a teal green. So then here are all of our pieces for the exterior, all colored and ready to cut out. So now we get to bring out our X-Acto knife again and go through the process of cutting everything out. Then it is time to fold and assemble and glue everything together, and I'm again using a tacky glue for this. The assembly of the main building was actually pretty easy, but the front porch definitely took a while to figure out since that has the most 3-dimension to it. There's a few other exterior elements to put together, so I colored the front entry gates and then also the hitchhiking ghosts. That was a very nice and easy assembly to cut out and glue together. Then we have a pair of trees, which was also really nice and easy to cut and assemble together. And so there we have our full finished facade for the Haunted Mansion. We also get to do some interior work by putting together our own actual functioning stretching room. I again colored and cut out all of these pieces, and I decided to go full out and fully color in all of the portraits. And then let's assemble and put that all together. You can see there's a piece of paper sandwiched between two other papers that allow the stretching room to go up and down. So that was material from part 3 of the paper parks, and now we get to move on to part 4. So we're going to create some more exterior elements to put on the grounds and in the queue. So we'll color in the railings for our front entrance, and then using our X-Acto knife we can cut them out. Then we have a little pavilion to put together, and then also the Dread family busts. So the pavilion was a pretty nice and quick and easy assembly. I think I colored it in correctly, and then I did end up totally individually cutting out the busts. Then we have a few more things, a tomb to put together, and then the horseless hearse. So these are just nice little extra additions to be able to add to the queue. Then last for the queue, we have this mausoleum portion to put together, and this goes by the exit of the Haunted Mansion. Now we get to return to our interior rooms, and we're going to create full scenes for the Grand Hall or Ballroom and Madame Leota's Seance Room. And these are definitely the most complicated parts of the project, I would say. So I colored all of the pages necessary for the Grand Hall or Ballroom. There's actually quite a lot of components to put together for this one. And now we get to go through the full folding, gluing, and assembly for it. This, I think, is by far my favorite room. I love how much detail and 3D elements are packed into this. And you can even make the ghosts dance. Then finally, we finish off with Madame Leota's Seance Room, and thankfully this was actually pretty easy to put together. I got all my elements colored in, and then all my pieces cut out. So a number of these pieces are actually hung from the ceiling, which is pretty cool. So I assembled the room together, and now I need to use some thread to hang these little hanging elements from it. So I just used a needle and thread to poke some holes in the ceiling and make all our things look like they're actually floating, and then there's just some tabs on the top to secure it. So the last step is addressing our base, which is quite large, and this is basically the whole grounds and queue for the attraction. So I did decide to fully color this. It definitely took a while to figure out kind of what everything was supposed to be, but looking at some queue walkthrough videos, I at least think I got pretty close to how the actual grounds are supposed to be like. And then I used tape to attach all 9 of these pieces together. So now it is time to fully assemble and put together our whole project. So I'm again just using tape and taping down all of the elements that I made. And ooh, so spooky and cool. This is a full model of the exterior and queue of the Haunted Mansion at Magic Kingdom. I'm really happy I did decide to fully color everything in because I think it looks so cool and finished all like that. There really is just so much awesome detail to all of this. So I tried to figure out if I could like fit the interior rooms like inside the building, but I couldn't get everything to fit because then the stretching room is just kind of awkwardly left in front blocking everything. So space-wise it doesn't really work. These kind of have to exist as their own little separate things. So you can kind of just move them a bit out and keep them to the back and then just kind of display them connected together. So then we have all three of our interior rooms complete and together. I love the inside rooms so much because they're definitely small, but there's so much cool detail to them, and you can really have a lot of fun coloring this too. And there you go, that is the final full product. The question is now, what do I do with it? Because it's all together very large. I spent a long time putting it all together. So I'll try and save it and stash it away somewhere. But it's an awesome free Halloween activity and it makes for the perfect decoration. But I hope that everybody has a fun, safe Halloween, and thanks for watching.